How to start writing your screenplay. Now, I'm going to apologize to you. I waited until the afternoon to do this video instead of doing it in the morning, and the lawnmower crew is mowing the grass for the people that live next door. So if you hear some roaring, I do apologize for the sound, but let's dig in. First of all, this is the year 2023. I saw a video titled How to Start Writing Your Screenplay. I'm not going to say who it was, but they had about 680,000 views at the time, and I didn't find the video to have a lot of quality. I thought it was a great title, but the content wasn't that great. I also sensed that they really didn't have a lot of experience writing a screenplay, so I'm gonna give it to you straight. This is the best way to do it. There's two things that I want you to do. I want you to go read the book Story by Robert McKee. It's about this big, but don't worry, the font is large and it's not as thick as the Bible, even though it looks that way. The second thing I want you to do is go and read Blake Snyder's Save the Cat. A lot of people say, oh, you should read this one and you should read this one. I've read all of them and I've taken numerous screenwriting courses. Those are really the only two books that you need. After those two, you need to be writing your screenplay. Go ahead and dedicate a note card to each and every scene, just like Blake Snyder teaches you to do. When you get your note cards in order, you don't really have to write a first draft of a screenplay, but go watch 4 or 5 movies that are high grossing movies. They've done really well in the box office in the same genre that you're writing in. Audiences that you're writing for, they have decided by spending their money which movies were the best. And if those were the best movies, those were the best screenplays. I don't advise you to go read those screenplays because, as you know, a lot of times, a lot of what's in the screenplay is not what ends up in the movie because the director, the cinematographer, the film crew get there and they realize there are certain scenes that just aren't going to work. There are certain story elements that just aren't going to work. Fun fact, I bet you didn't know this, in the movie The Notebook, in the screenplay, when Allie shows up to Noah's house after all those years of being gone, he's angry at her, he yells at her, he's mad at her. And the DP and the director had a conversation, and the DP said, I don't think Noah would do that. So instead, in the movie, when Allie shows up, Noah is stunned, he's speechless, and it's not until she crashes her car into his fence that he calmly walks up to her and asks her if she wants to come inside to his house and visit. So after you watch the 4 or 5 highest grossing films in the genre that you're writing in, go ahead and crank out your first draft. That is my advice to you on how to get started on writing your first screenplay. Do you have thoughts to add? Do you have questions? Leave them in the comment section. And lastly, send this video to somebody that you know needs to watch it.